Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie. Welcome to the Stephanie Diaries. So today I'm gonna film a whole nighttime routine for you guys. It is Saturday, so it'll be like a weekend night routine. It is about 8 p.m., so I had dinner a couple of hours ago, and usually around 8 p.m. I start to wind down a little bit, and I like to grab like a snack or a dessert of some kind. Usually I'll have some dark chocolate, or if I've made some sort of baked good, then I'll have that as well. So I made cookies earlier today, so I'm gonna have a cookie or two, and then make some nighttime tea as well, like a mint tea or chamomile or something like that. Usually while I'm watching TV at night, I do try to multitask. So aside from eating my cookies and drinking my tea, I am going to be doing my planner as well. So every Sunday I try to fill out my planner so that I kind of have an idea of what my next week is gonna look like. It really helps like get things done more efficiently and make me feel less anxious about like whether or not I'm gonna get things done, because I do have a fairly busy schedule right now. So it's nice to have everything written down so I know what I'm looking at for the week, even if it doesn't go 100% to plan. Also, right now I'm watching this show, Beauty and the Baker. If anybody else has watched it and loved it, let me know. I'm loving it as a nighttime show. It's just like so cute and like relaxing, like nothing dramatic is really happening. So it's like a good before bed wind down show. I thought I'd quickly take you guys through the planner as well, just so I can show you guys how I kind of plan out my weeks. So you just fill in the month and the year and then all the days. So they're just separately Monday to Sunday. And then on the other side, it's more like specific things about your goals. So your main goals or your main priorities, whatever notes you need to jot down, and then your personal to-do list, and then your habits and skills. So I just always put down water and gratitude because that's my daily habit that I try to do regularly. And then at the end of the week, I'll fill out this week's wins and then how I'll improve for the next week. And as much as this stuff sounds like kind of simple or obvious, I do find that every week, like filling out the wins and the improvements for next week actually make you really understand like what you're doing well and what you're not. And sometimes you don't really see it until you write it down. So I'm gonna fill this out while I'm watching this show. I do actually find it so satisfying to fill out. Like I really enjoy the process of it as well. So it's a habit that I really am enjoying. I'm all finished doing my planner now. And like I said, I do like to multitask when I'm watching TV. So one of the things that I like to do before I go to bed is just a little like stretch or like really simple exercises on the yoga mat. I find it's really important for myself to not sit for a long period of time. I get like very stiff and my back starts to hurt. So I try to do like simple stretches or like a yoga type routine. So I'm gonna do a little bit of that now while I'm finishing up this show. All right, it is about 9 p.m. and I am ready to have a bath. If you saw my last vlog from a couple of weeks ago, you would have seen that we just got our bathtub installed like 3 weeks ago. So we haven't had a bath in this house, like a bathtub in this house for like 4 years. And I'm a bath person. Like I love a bath. I take a bath every day and I've had a bath every day for the last 3 weeks. So it's definitely part of my nighttime routine right now. So I just have my glass of wine here. On Saturdays, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that I do like wine reviews on Saturday nights because Saturdays are for wine, you know? So I'm just having a glass of that wine that I reviewed earlier, and I'm just gonna have a lovely little bubble bath. Okay, I just finished a lovely bath and it's time for me to do my skincare routine. It's about 9:45 at night. So usually if I had a bath, I would probably just do my skincare in the bath, but I will just show you guys here for today. So the first thing that I use, so this is to dissolve my makeup, is this First Day Dissolve Cleanser. And I like to double cleanse, so this is my first one. So I just take a little bit on my hand and rub it in. You're supposed to just like put it on your skin dry. So just kind of like take off all the facial makeup and all the makeup just kind of like melts off. It actually is so lovely. It works really well. I've been using it for maybe like the last 4 or 5 months or so, and I really love it. And then you're just supposed to wet your fingers. And then I guess that helps kind of dissolve it more. And then I kind of get it into my eyelashes, get rid of my mascara, and then I'll just wash that all off. I find this cleanser like so satisfying because it literally like you can see the makeup all washing down the drain. I love it. So this one has been a win for me. And then the second cleanser that I use is this one, the Ole Henriksen one. So it's the Find Your Balance Oil Control Cleanser. So my face is still damp here and I'm just gonna use like a little pea-sized amount and just kind of rub that all in. So I find that first cleanser just like takes off the makeup so nicely, and then this one kind of gets a little deeper into the skin. I feel like it's really cleansing the pores. Then I'll wash that off. And then while my skin is kind of finishing drying, I'm just gonna brush my teeth. So not that anybody cares, but this is the toothpaste that I use. I have like slightly sensitive teeth, so I always use Sensodyne, and then just an electric toothbrush. It's one of the Philips Sonicare ones. I started using an electric toothbrush maybe like 2 years ago or something, and I would never go back to a regular toothbrush. If you're not already using one, I would switch. I don't think it matters what brand or anything, but definitely like the feeling of clean that you feel after you've brushed your teeth with an electric toothbrush versus like a regular toothbrush, like it's just so much smoother. The first few times that I brushed my teeth with an electric toothbrush, I was like, whoa, you can really feel the difference. So highly recommend. Then I'm going to use my retinol. I use this maybe like every third day or something, or every third night. So I just put like a little, I don't know, pea-sized amount again on my fingers, and then just rub it in. And I focus mostly on my forehead because that's where most of my acne goes. And then a little bit kind of around my temples, my chin, and a bit around my nose. So I avoid the eye area because you don't want to be drying out that skin around your eyes for sure. I also learned since filming the last video when I first tried this that you are not supposed to use vitamin C and retinol in the same like night care routine, like on the same day or evening. So just make sure that if you are also making that mistake that you correct it. So after rubbing that in, I'm going to use my hyaluronic acid. So I'm still using the same one, the CeraVe one, and I like it, no issues with it so far. And I just use like a couple pumps. And this works as like a really strong kind of moisturizer. So it helps to not let the skin lose hydration. So I just put that basically everywhere where the retinol was. And I definitely have found since I started using retinol that my skin is looking better. So it's supposed to be primarily, I think, for skin turnover and like fine lines and wrinkles and stuff like that. But I've definitely noticed that it's clearing up. That, and the other thing that I think I tried to avoid for so long and just like assumed that this wasn't an issue, but I've been slowing down on the dairy for the last probably like month or so. And I know this is a thing, like I know that generally dairy is not great for skin. I've known it for a long time, but I think I just always assumed like I didn't have an issue with dairy because I don't have like an obvious issue with dairy. It's just, I have really noticed the difference now that I've like cut down on like whipped cream, so sad, and cheese. I've been eating less of that. I still have like a little bit of yogurt, but I drink like alternative milks and stuff. So I really don't eat a lot of dairy anymore, and it has definitely helped, unfortunately. And then the last thing in my skincare routine is this moisturizer. So it's just like a nighttime moisturizer that I put over top of this. So even though I've already used the hyaluronic acid, I use like a night cream anyways. And this I put like over my eyes and then all over my face. So that is my skincare routine completed. So this is what's working for me right now, and I'm really liking my current routine. But I feel like you're always kind of like switching it up and trying new products. I would say this has been pretty consistent for like the last 3 months or so. I also always put moisturizer on the backs of my hands because they say like that's one of those areas that like shows your age. So on the backs of my hands, and then I also always run it down my neck as well. So that's it for skincare. Before I get into bed, I'm just gonna quickly fill up a glass of water. I try to always put water beside my bed on my bedside table so that I have it there for the next morning, or if I'm thirsty during night, I can drink it as well. And it definitely is one of those things that like encourages me to drink water every morning when I first wake up. It's one of my like habits that I try to stick to, one of my morning routine things. So I always make sure to do that before I go to bed so that it's right there next to me, and then you like can't miss it. So now it's about 10 o'clock. I try to be in bed by about 10:30, like ready to go to sleep at 10:30. That doesn't always happen, but that's my aim. So I usually spend like 20 to 30 minutes just reading. Right now I'm just reading The Sun and Her Flowers. I've read this before, but it's one of those books that I feel like you can read over and over and just kind of like keep getting inspiration and wisdom from. So I'm loving that. So I'm just gonna probably spend about 20 minutes reading that and just kind of like calming down. I try not to be on my phone. That doesn't ever happen, but I attempt for it at least, not to be on my phone and not to be watching TV like right before I go to bed. And then it just kind of puts me in like a more calm mood. So I'm just gonna sit here and read for a little bit. So that's pretty much it for my nighttime routine. When I go to sleep, I do keep my hair up. If my hair is curled, I'll leave it in a bun, and if my hair is straight, then I'll just put it probably in a ponytail or something. But I find it's just too long. It like gets wrapped around like, I don't know, my face and my neck and stuff. I also sleep with earplugs. I know that's kind of a weird one, but I like complete silence when I sleep. So even if like Colin's kind of like rustling around or anything, it will wake me up. So I love complete silence. So I'm gonna go to bed now. Hopefully you enjoyed this nighttime routine. If you have something that's part of your nighttime routine that you love, please put it in the comments down below, and then I can get some inspiration from you guys. That would be wonderful. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a like. And if you are liking my channel and you're not already, please subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video.